You can give her the world, buy her flowers, plan surprises, stay up at 2 a.m. just to make sure she's okay. And still, she'll leave you for someone who does less but feels more. Because here's the truth most men refuse to accept. Women are not loyal to what you do for them. They are loyal to how they feel around you, and that changes everything. See, a lot of men grow up believing love is earned through effort, through giving, fixing, solving. You think if you're kind enough, patient enough, helpful enough, she'll stay. But love, especially feminine love, doesn't work on logic. It flows through emotion, through energy. And if that energy isn't right, no amount of good morning texts or dinner dates can keep her heart. The harsh truth. Men don't want to hear. You can give her everything, your time, your attention, your loyalty, your love, and still she'll walk away. That's the part no one warns you about. You sit there confused, wondering, what did I do wrong? You replay every good thing you did for her, every small gesture you thought meant something, but none of it seems to matter in the end. Because here's the truth. Women aren't loyal to your efforts. They're loyal to their emotions. It sounds cold, right? But it's not. It's human. You can't logic your way into someone's heart. She won't stay because you're nice, or because you paid for dinner, or because you said all the right things. She'll stay because something in her feels alive when she's around you, because your presence triggers emotion, safety, attraction, mystery, connection, something beyond what you do. And that's where most men fail. They confuse effort with emotional impact. They think loyalty is earned by being the perfect guy, but perfection is boring, predictable. Emotion doesn't live there. Emotion lives in the unpredictable, the raw, the real. See, a woman can forgive mistakes if she feels something real, but she won't stay for perfection that feels empty. So stop counting the things you've done for her like you're keeping score. She doesn't feel the weight of those actions the way you do. She feels the energy behind them. And if your energy is desperate, needy, or too available, she'll sense it immediately. You don't have to do more. You have to be more. Be grounded, calm, confident, the kind of man who gives not to impress, but because it's who he is. That's when she connects. That's when she stays. Because women don't stay with the one who does the most. They stay with the one who makes them feel the most. 2, the emotional connection she craves. When a woman says, I don't feel it anymore, it's never about what you stopped doing. It's about how she stopped feeling. You could still be doing everything right, being attentive, kind, supportive, but the emotional charge between you gone. And that's all it takes for her to slowly pull away. Women are emotional by nature. They live in feelings the way men live in logic. They remember how you made them feel more than what you ever did. If your presence brings peace, strength, and confidence, she'll anchor to that. But if your energy feels anxious, uncertain, or heavy, she'll quietly drift away, even if she still cares. Most men don't understand this difference. They think providing is only about doing things, buying, fixing, solving. But the strongest form of provision is emotional. It's how steady your presence feels, how calm your voice is when she's spiraling, how unshaken you are when things get tough. See, women test your emotions, not your wallet. She's trying to see if she can feel safe inside your energy. That's what creates loyalty. That's what builds attraction. And here's the part that hurts. She might leave a man who's done everything right for one who does very little but makes her feel everything. That's not betrayal. That's biology. She's wired to respond to emotion, not logic. So when you stop trying to earn her love and start feeling your presence, calm, sure, masculine, she'll feel it too. Because loyalty isn't a promise. It's an emotional state she chooses when she feels something real. 3, the trap of the nice guy. The nice guy thinks being endlessly available makes him desirable. He texts fast, agrees often, forgives quickly. He thinks kindness will be rewarded with love, but what it really earns is comfort. And comfort rarely breeds attraction. See, a woman doesn't want a man she can control. She wants a man she can trust. That's not the same thing. When you give too much, when you're always around, always trying to please, she feels your lack of boundaries. It doesn't feel romantic. It feels weak. The sad part is most nice guys aren't even fake. They genuinely care, but they care in a way that loses self-respect. They care so much about keeping her that they forget who they are. And when you Lose yourself, you lose her too, because women feel drawn to strength, not arrogance, but inner calm. A man who can say no without fear, who can walk away if his peace is being disturbed. The nice guy's biggest mistake isn't that he's kind, it's that he's available without being valuable. He's always there but never missed, and women only value what they might lose. So the next time you find yourself bending over backward just to keep her happy, pause. Ask yourself, am I doing this out of love or out of fear? Because fear is never attractive. The most magnetic men are those who don't chase affection. They command it simply by knowing their worth. And that right there is what separates nice from desired. 4. The power of emotional control. Every man has two choices in love: control his emotions or be controlled by them. Women are emotional creatures, yes, but they're drawn to men who can balance their storm. The moment you let your emotions rule you, the moment you start reacting to her moods, her silence, her tests, you lose the frame. Masculine energy is about calm dominance, not control over her, but over yourself. It's when you can look at her frustration and not mirror it. When she's emotional and you stay grounded, that's when she feels safe. Because emotional safety isn't about agreeing with her. It's about not collapsing when she's falling apart. Women feel secure when they sense your stillness, when they realize nothing they say or do can shake your core. That's what creates respect. And respect, more than love, is what keeps a woman loyal. So next time she pulls away, don't panic, don't chase, don't text paragraphs explaining yourself. Go quiet, be calm, let your actions speak. A man who can stay silent in chaos speaks louder than one who begs for clarity. That's the paradox of attraction. The less you react, the more she feels your strength, because she doesn't want you to fix her emotions. She wants you to hold space for them without losing yourself. That's masculine energy in its purest form. 5. The one thing women are truly loyal to. Let's stop pretending. Women aren't loyal to effort, gifts, or promises. They're loyal to a feeling, a specific emotional state that only a few men can give them. Safety with excitement, calm with mystery, love without control. That's what she's loyal to. The energy of a man who doesn't need her but chooses her, a man whose presence feels both peaceful and powerful. She doesn't want to be your project or your prize. She wants to feel you, your stillness, your focus, your quiet confidence. If you can give her that feeling, she won't care how much you do. She'll care how deeply she feels. She'll crave your energy more than your effort, because effort fades, emotion lingers. So stop trying to buy loyalty with comfort. Build it with presence. Stop trying to prove your worth. Be your worth. Because women don't follow men who try to please them. They follow men whose energy reminds them they're safe to feel everything. That's what she's loyal to. Not your gifts, not your time, not your promises, but the version of herself she feels when she's with you. At the end of the day, love isn't about what you do for her. It's about what your presence does to her. When you stop trying to win her and start being you, everything changes. You'll notice something powerful. Women start respecting you differently. They lean in when you speak. They soften when you're silent because they feel something they can't explain. Safety wrapped in strength. And once a woman feels that, truly feels that, you don't need to chase her. You become the gravity she returns to. Not because you did everything right, but because you became everything real. So here's the truth every man needs to hear. You can't make her loyal by being perfect. You make her loyal by being present. That's the kind of man no woman forgets. If this message hits something in you, don't just listen, live it. Because becoming that man starts the moment you stop proving and start